Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Anju Sharma. Welcome to Physiology Notes. Now, today we'll be talking about the functional anatomy of excretory system. We'll start excretory system today and we'll talk about today the anatomy of excretory system, the anatomy of nephron, the renal circulation and function of kidney. Okay, so let's start. So, we know that excretory system, we know that the important organ in excretory system is kidney, right? So we have one pair of kidney, two kidneys we have, right? So one on either side, okay? And if you talk about the location of kidney, then kidney is located retroperitoneal. What that? Retroperitoneal. What that mean? Retroperitoneal is basically behind the peritoneum and on either side of vertebrae. So here the location is here. So vertebrae on either side of vertebrae and behind peritoneum. That's why we have renal colic, renal pain on posterior aspect, right? Okay. So renal, this is retroperitoneal and dimensions are 11 centimeter into 6 centimeter. Okay. If we cut section the kidney, okay, make a cut section, then this structure look like this way. Okay. So what is this? Now we have a hard fibrous structure outside. This is called capsule. Capsule. Fine? Okay. Then inside portion is divided in two parts. One is the outer structure, which is the plain one. This is called cortex. And the inner lining structure, which is the striated structure, this is called medulla. Okay. Within medulla, you can see there are structures which resemble a pyramid, if you can see. Pyramid. Okay. So these are called renal pyramid. Can you see? Renal pyramid. Okay. Now urine is formed in kidney, in cortex and in medulla. Medullary pyramid. Now this urine will be poured into these minor fine tubings. If you can see, these are called minor calyces. Okay. Minor calyces. Now these minor calyces, they unite to form the major tubing, which are called major calyces. So this one, major calyces, right? Now major calyces, they join in this triangular structure, this one, right? This is called renal hilum or renal pelvis. This is called pelvis. So ultimately what is being done is, this urine will be formed here, urine will be formed and urine will be poured in renal pelvis ultimately, right? Now from renal pelvis, this urine is poured via one tube into bladder and this tubing is called ureter. Fine. Now via ureter, this urine from both the sides are collected into bladder. Fine. In bladder, the urine is stored till we have some urge to urinate. Fine. And from urethra, from bladder, there is some last structure of excretory system which is called urethra, via which we can pass urine. Fine. So this is all about the anatomy part of excretory system. Fine. If we talk about circulation to excretory system, then we have renal artery and further from aorta. This is aorta, so both the side renal artery divides. Renal artery emerges on the both the sides, so right and left renal artery. So any branch of say right or left renal artery will enter the renal pelvis. Okay, from here it enters the renal pelvis. Can you see this reddish structure? I have drawn this vessel. So this enters the renal pelvis and it enters between two lobes. We don't have separate lobes division, but yes, it's kind of major division is lobe and minor division is lobule. Okay, we don't have structural definition of these lobes and lobules, but just imagine that it enters into some major structure and between two major structure or lobes, this vessel is called interlobar. Okay, between two lobes, interlobar. Okay, then this vessel comes outside and form an arc-like structure, and that's why we call it as arcuate artery. So renal artery becomes interlobar artery and then it becomes arcuate artery. Okay, then this arcuate artery branches to form interlobular, means lobules. Lobules are the further minute structures which are supplied by this vessel, which is called interlobular. So this is interlobular. Fine. Now this interlobular further branches into arterioles, and that arteriole is called afferent arteriole. Okay, this afferent arteriole supplies the functional unit of kidney, which is called nephron. It supplies the whole kidney, and then it basically filtrate occur, the plasma is filtrated, and then efferent arterioles emerge out. How? Let's see. So this is a functional unit of this thing, kidney. This is called nephron. Nephron. So what is functional unit of kidney? It's nephron. There are numerous number of nephrons present in one kidney. What is that number? It's 1.2 million per kidney. This is the number present in one kidney. So you can imagine it's around 2.4 million in both the kidneys. Okay. So this nephron, let's see the structure of nephron. So this is the nephron which is drawn, and this here, this is supplied by efferent arteriole. Blood is coming from here, and this afferent arteriole, afferent arteriole is divided into capillaries, and plasma is filtered into this nephron. Okay, and then this vessel emerge out, and this is called efferent arteriole. Fine. Okay, so let's talk about nephron now. What are parts of nephron? So first, this capsule-like structure is called Bowman capsule. Fine, Bowman capsule. Then a tube-like structure, foldings are there, which is called PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Okay. Then this is a U-shaped structure which is called loop of Henle. Okay. One is descending, one is ascending. So this is descending loop of Henle, and this whole is ascending loop of Henle. Within ascending loop of Henle, as you can see, there is one thin structure, there is one thick structure. So this is thin ascending loop of Henle, it's thick ascending loop of Henle, which form DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Okay, these both are convoluted tubules, means having foldings. But this is distal and this is proximal. That's why it's PCT, it's DCT. Now this nephron, it join in a one tube which is called collecting duct. Collecting duct means it have to collect all the urine from all the nephrons and then enter into minor calyces. Okay, so this is the anatomy of nephron. Fine. We have talked about functional anatomy and renal circulation. So let's now talk about the functions of kidney. So kidney, it don't play only excretory function. So the first function is, yes, excretory function. So it removes all the waste products from our blood, right? So excretory function is the first function. Apart from this, it also regulates extracellular fluid in our body. What is that? The blood volume. The major extracellular fluid is blood volume, right? So it maintains that extracellular fluid. That means blood volume it maintains, and hence it maintains the blood pressure as well, right? So extracellular fluid volume regulation, it's done by hormone, various hormones acts on kidney, and sodium water reabsorption. Sodium water reabsorption we'll study later on, but if you talk about hormone, you have seen in cardiovascular system that aldosterone, angiotensin in RAS mechanism, you have seen that, right? So all the hormones, the ADH, antidiuretic hormone, they act on kidney and help in maintenance of extracellular fluid volume, right? Okay, so BP maintenance. So you have to comment here that which term regulation, is it short term or long term regulation, kidney is playing role. Okay, so comment below. Then electrolyte balance. So in urine formation, we'll see how the sodium and potassium, they are sometimes secreted, they are sometimes reabsorbed. Okay, so that's how it maintains electrolytes. Vitamin D synthesis occur in kidney, and acid base balance maintenance is done by kidney. This is really important thing, that H positive secretion occur in kidney. There are many times ammonia basically secretion occur, ammonia excretion occur. Okay, then various bicarb excretion occur via kidney. So we'll see in later videos how this occur. And the last is EPO. What is that? This is erythropoietin. Erythropoietin is the hormone which stimulates erythropoiesis in bone marrow. Whenever we have hypoxic condition, high altitude condition, okay, so in that hypoxia, this is a stimulus. In that stimulus, kidney secrete erythropoietin, And sometime and many time it is being asked in MCQs that from where this EPO is secreted. Okay, and from where it is secreted? This is secreted from pretubular, peritubular capillaries. What that mean? Let's see. So efferent arteriole we haven't talked about. Now efferent arteriole then form some vessels, form basically plexus. So this then supply whole like a plexus, like a network. Okay, this like this. It supplies the whole tubule. Fine. So these, besides these tubules, okay, besides these tubules there are capillaries. These capillaries secrete erythropoietin, which basically help in RBC synthesis in hypoxic condition. So this is all about the functional anatomy of excretory system. We have talked about structure of kidney, we have talked about structure of nephron, we have talked about renal circulation and function of kidney. So that's all about today's video. Next we'll be talking about what is GGA and function of GGA. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.